on, good people. Happy Monday, and welcome to this week's episode of Everyday People, Everyday Conversations. I'm one of your co-hosts, Tiffany D. Collins.
And I'm your girl, Tiffany Tiffco Joseph, and I'm dropping nuggets tonight.
And I'm one of your co-hosts, Anika Roseboro, better known as
Nico Rica!
Hey, what up, peeps? It's your boy Vashawn holding it down for the men and all the bros out there.
All right.
Yes.
And please tune in to the end of the show and also chime in on our hot topic. Well, main topic.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely.
All right.
And also go on Facebook and like our page, Everyday People, Everyday Conversations, and also on YouTube. You can search for us, Epic Talk Show, and you can even Google us, hashtag Epic Talk Show.
And
Come
then
on.
and then you can just drop on by to Instagram and go to Epic Podcast and check out information there and follow us there.
Come on, y'all. What y'all waiting on?
All right.
Follow us. We
Uh-huh.
going places, y'all.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Y'all, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and introduce our guest for the evening. We have on our show, not the first time, but the second time, Miss JOAN Montreal. Let's give a hand clap. Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me again.
Thank you
no
for gracing us with your
problem.
presence, ma'am.
Yes.
All right.
I look so 20.
Yes,
So
indeed.
I guess we always busy and we always evolving. So it's always something to talk about.
Yes.
So when we talked about you last time, you're doing more things this quick this year. So we starting off this first quarter real good, ending the last quarter real good, and we're gonna
Yes.
talk to you about what's going on.
That's
Come
right.
on, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So, Joan, what
Yes.
motivated you to become a film director and visionary?
Ooh-wee.
Festival director and visionary.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you first want to say it was from God. And I know that we had a lot of stories out there. And I just had one of this, you know how the light bulb goes on in your head. And you say, like, you've been telling stories for a long time. So now it is time for you to get out there and provide just help them tell a story, but provide a platform. And so I said, okay, well, because let me tell y'all something. I was so set against film festivals because I heard a lot of stories about, if you submit your film festival or your screenplay, that you have a good chance that it may be stolen or somebody concept. And so I said, you know what? Look, listen, I got blood, sweat, and tears behind these screenplays. I can't do it. So God had led me to actually start the film festival. We started in 2018. And we did it in our house because COVID was starting to kick off. And so we had to push back and make some changes. So to provide a platform for females, not just for females, but males can submit to, but the woman has to be predominantly in a key role. And
all right.
Because I'm not trying to be instructing no man, okay? So, but I can work with a woman. So that's why it's all females. And I said, let's go ahead and do it. And so BWIF is doing it. This is our 5th year, guys.
Come on.
That's good.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Excelente.
Yes.
How do you curate the film selection for your festival?
Well, it's a thoughtful process. We actually want to make sure that we have judges, of course. Mm-hmm. We got to make sure we have some films, of course. And so what we do is we register on Film Freeway. And, people, and you will be surprised who submit their films. I mean, we've had so many people from around the globe to submit their films. And I'm telling you guys, their films are nothing like United States films.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. People from Canada, people from Spain, people from Switzerland, it's totally different. Like you won't see too many films that they're submitting for as relationships are concerned. The United States is very big on relationship. Every single film we see is about relationships and things catering to that. Mm-hmm. But they talk about things dealing with their culture. So a lot of times we're submitting documentaries and not so much films.
Okay. And documentaries are real popular right now.
They are.
Oh yes, that's why I got into it because I don't know. It seems like the story is better when you do a documentary. When you do a documentary,
Mhm.
because it's like you get a chance to be intimate with them. You're sitting down talking with them. They're telling you stories. Then they're showing us images on how it happened. And it's just more involved. And
Yeah.
so yeah, documentaries are in right now.
I love
Yes,
documentaries.
yes.
I love
Because
watching
nobody else can
documentaries.
tell your story better than you. And it's
Mhm.
nothing, it is nothing better than seeing your story being played out by other people.
Mhm.
That is
Absolutely.
nothing better.
Exactly.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And a lot of those the submitters, when they submit their films, because they're so far away, they don't have to actually be in the States to to win.
Mm.
Regardless, we're going to celebrate you. And sometimes those films are actually picked to premiere on the premiere night
Mhm.
for the
Wow.
film festival.
Oh, that's
So they
good.
don't have to be there, but we do give them opportunity to come to our pre-check-in talk show, so that we can we can introduce them to the audience and things like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Come
Uh-huh.
on.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
All right. So since you are located in Houston, do you receive films globally?
We receive more films globally than Houston.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
wow.
Wow.
All right.
So,
All
And why
right.
do you think that? Why you think so?
um, you don't want me to tell you why, but anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm,
Hold on now. Your ability. I
I'm
think the delegation want to know.
The
you know,
delegation.
I don't know why Houston don't submit their short films, because there are more short films made in Houston than they are feature films.
Uh-huh.
But I'm so glad to announce that we do have a Houston winner
Okay.
this time around. So that's exciting.
All
Give
right.
it up, y'all. We got a Houston
Yay.
women.
Woo.
Good.
Let's go,
Woo.
Houston.
For
Let's
the brilliant
go.
women in film.
Houston is in the building. So I'm not sure why, I don't know why we don't get many selections from Houston, but you understand that we're not just in Houston, we are a traveling festival.
Okay.
So if we was to because we had two film festivals here. So when things are not working, you move around, you go somewhere else.
So
we've
tell
been
us.
So right about that.
So tell us
to
where you've been with your film festival.
we've been to Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And Atlanta had mad love. Ooh, we had a ball in Atlanta. We
Yes.
went to New Orleans. New Orleans had mad love. And now we're going to Las Vegas.
Did y'all go
And
to
so,
California?
huh?
Did y'all go to California as well?
No, we did go to California, but it wasn't a film festival.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went on a retreat, had a good time. Tiffany was there. Anika was there. You was there, Anika.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a film festival. But next year we plan to go to Canada. So we're between New York and Canada. But let me tell you about this year. Las Vegas. We linked up with Las Vegas Black Film Festival, which is one of the biggest film festivals in Las Vegas.
Mhm.
Her name is Michelle, and I can tell you that it was a God divine situation of a situation. Actually, Tiffany, what was your student name, Yvette?
Yes, in California.
So Yvette was in Trap, introduced me to Michelle.
Okay.
Because we was going, now this is before we even, you know how God does things. We said we was going to Las Vegas before we even knew we was going to hook up with the Black Film Festival.
Right.
So she linked me and Miss Michelle up, and the rest is history.
Mhm.
She said, come on over. No need to, go out your way, because their film festival is in April as well.
Wow.
So I'm like, our film festival is in April. So it's going to be.
Yep.
That's
Las
good.
Vegas, that's fun. That's just exciting just listening to it. Going to
Yes.
Vegas for a film festival. I know that's going to be fun along with all the other stuff that's going on in Las Vegas.
Yes.
That's going to be really, really hot. But I have another question for you. Since
Okay.
you're located in Houston, do you receive films globally? And you've already answered that, but can you expound more on that?
Receiving the films globally.
Yes.
We're not just local.
Uh-huh.
We have international. It's international.
Okay.
So when we place our films on film festival, of course they're going to check us out and see who we are. So I don't know why, but we just global. I mean, we just get more films from around the world than
Where are most of the films coming from globally?
Canada, Switzerland, Spain, Las Vegas, even LA. We had a few in LA last year. So wherever they're submitting from, that is the city where we want to go.
Cool.
Because
And how long do these films have to be?
Oh, it has to be 15 minutes or less. So
15 or less?
all short films. The reason why we do short films is because we don't want a long feature film taking up all the time.
Okay.
We only have 2 hours and a half.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Films, and guess what, guys? Oh my God, Nika and Tiffany, y'all gonna appreciate this. The trailer is done for Caseworker. So we are going to be showing our trailer first time in Las Vegas.
Can we see it first?
No.
Everybody
You
wants
know
to
what?
see
I'll
it.
tell you what. Soon after it airs in Las Vegas, I'm gonna send it to your phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a link and you'll be able to see it. So we're excited about that, guys. Yeah.
Before we move further, let's acknowledge some of our comments here. We have Mr. Tyron Perry. Thank you for chiming in. We have Tiffany Shantae, which is one of my sister queens. Hello, sis. And who else we got chiming in, y'all?
We got Dolores. She's chiming in. We got Nisi. We got my sister Marcella. We got my cousin Rhonda.
All right.
And we also have my brother Keith Leading all the way from Cincinnati. He's a wonderful DP. And we also have Blue Diamond, who's a winner of last week of tickets last week. Yeah. We also have Susan Richards. She's in the building as usual, and so many more.
Come on, thank y'all.
We just want to acknowledge
y'all for chiming in.
And also we have Mrs. Owens. She's chiming in.
Hey, Miss Owens.
And I would just like to say the delegation said, "Hey, Blue Diamond."
Blue Diamond, you get popular.
We definitely always want to take time to shout out our viewers because y'all could be doing anything else with y'all Monday evening, but y'all are choosing to chime in to Everyday People, Everyday Conversations. We don't take that lightly. So we just want to say thank you.
Yeah, and so moving forward, Joan, earlier you mentioned about judges. Who are these judges?
These judges are some bad mama jammers. I'm telling you. We had so there are some of them are on the live right now. Nisi was a judge, Dolores was a judge, Sharon Jenkins, Tanya, and Nikki. So they are BWIF judges. I don't get to watch the films.
Okay.
Yeah. So I let them judge, and then we'll go according, to whatever they choose. And they're great on choosing those things. And also I want to say my son is an actual judge, Isaac.
Okay.
He's a judge. And so he's a millennial. So he comes from a different perspective,
Right.
So it works. It works. And so so we have those are the judges. Thank you, judges.
Thank y'all.
So what criteria do you use to evaluate films for your festivals?
First of all, we want to make sure that the story is original and authentic. Okay. And when you're doing documentaries, those stories are original. You want to make sure that the production value is good to go. Now, listen, we know that these are first-time filmmakers. We know that their budget is not a Hollywood budget. So we're kind of lenient, but it still have to have some type of production value, and performances is very is key. Is key, and of course storytelling. So those are the criteria that we use to judge those films. And we got some hard judges now. They just don't be passing you by. So
y'all know y'all gotta get yourself.
Y'all gotta come with it.
You gotta come with it according to and sometimes you may have a sound issue on one scene, but the quality is awesome. You may have a bad performance, but the rest of the actors, oh my God, they blew it. So it's those type of things that you can overlook, just minor things. You don't have to just shut the whole film down just because you have one or two things that's up to par. But that's so the judge.
And it also could be some technical on like another person's point of view. Like it could be something going on with the location. So you can't necessarily take it out on that film. It could be the location, maybe their signal is off or something like that. It could be something like that. So
absolutely. And we understand if you're not in the right location, you got the air on and you didn't hear it before, and you get back to post-production and you start to listen, you're like, oh my God, well, we got to put it through, guys. We ain't got enough money to do that sound. Let's go. But you do the best you can. What it needs to be. Yeah.
But just a note, when you're on set, check your sound, just like you get your footage at the end of the day, get your sound too, and check it
Yeah.
over before you end your project, because there's nothing like filming the whole project and then you get your sound and your sound is horrible.
And I think that and I'm just gonna be honest here. A lot of individuals, we in Houston, we put up our own money, the independent filmmakers, and sometimes we can pay a sound person to be on set and pay them every day, but when you get back, that sound is still, just awful. Because I have a testimony on Trap. We had somebody do the sound, and one of the days he didn't even get the sound. So I'm checking the sound and going through. We can't do no reshoot because the film premiere is on this date. So you gotta put effects, do what you gotta do, send it to Fiverr, do according to your budget, and fix it. And then and then sometimes you can't fix it. What you gonna do? You gonna tell all those individuals that, okay, guys, we gotta shut down the premiere? No, how you gonna track them? How you gonna sometimes you get to the premiere and you say, sorry about the sound, guys. We had, just so long people understand that we don't have a Hollywood budget.
Yeah.
We don't want to be embarrassed. So we're going to give you what we think, that our audience deserve, and that's a great product. But if something happens, come on, y'all, don't be so hard on us because that's our money we're putting up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've done everything we could to get it perfect.
Right.
Because we don't want to be embarrassed because that's our character.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
But if it happens, you got to understand that we don't have a Hollywood budget. Not yet.
Not yet.
Right.
That's right.
Not yet. So
Yes.
and then you have a lot of sound individuals here, but the sound they want to charge so much.
Right.
It's like, so you're gonna run my whole budget. So when people ask me, what's your budget? I'm not gonna tell you the budget. What I can tell you, what's your budget? How much you charge. Don't ever give your budget away because
they'll charge you.
Ain't everybody, but they're gonna try to get at least half that budget.
Yeah.
So you tell them, let's take example. You said 5,000. I got 5,000 to shoot my film. So if you tell them your budget, they're gonna say, okay, well, I can do maybe 2,500. Okay, sir. What about
I gotta pay my actors?
What about locations? What about the actors?
All of that. Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta feed my actors, gotta pay them.
Yeah.
Gotta do all this. You gonna take half my money up front.
Right.
No, that ain't how we doing this.
Y'all know.
Yes, absolutely. So I have another question. How do you create a memorable and engaging experience for festival attendees?
So we think about the theme. We think about the genres of films because we want to have different genres. We don't want to have all black cinema. So we stretch it out, get a variety of films in there, and networking. I mean, when we travel, let's just talk about the traveling first of all. Like, I don't know what it is about BWIF, but when we travel, we have such a good times, whereas we always come out with, I guess, so many women. I guess it's because all the women, and women always talking. And so we meet these new people and we're networking. And so the traveling alone is worth it. But then when you get to show individuals films like from, let's say, Spain, and there's like, did I win? And they're so excited that somebody noticed them. Somebody put their film on the platform, which, it probably wouldn't be, there are untold stories out there.
Yeah.
So it makes us happy and it brings us joy. So it's not about money. We don't do this for money, because God, they can't pay us like God wants to pay. We want the God type of money. What we want to do is be in a servanthood position where it's that we're serving others because we ourselves didn't have that opportunity.
Right.
And look, we haven't even gotten to where we want to be. But the little that we have as a woman, I love a woman. She will take that little bit and she will stretch it before four people. She have not even arrived yet.
Right.
But she's gonna make sure you get you some. So when you get yours, you come back and share with me. That's all I'm saying. Just come back, share with me, and let's just put it in the pot, mix it up, and let's just blow it up and let's.
We talked about last couple of weeks, gatekeepers. We gonna help each other out.
Yeah.
That is.
I have another question for you.
Okay.
So I just like to know, how do you balance the interests of the filmmakers, the industry professionals and the general public at your festival?
What we try
That's
to
a lot of different people you got to entertain. You got to
Yes.
entertain the filmmakers that's coming in. You have to entertain the industry professionals that are in. You got to entertain the general public. How do you just facilitate that, giving them all something that they can go home with?
Here is what makes it so simple, because we all have a common goal. And the goal is to provide the platform.
Yeah.
Provide the platform, you bring people together. Our key goal is to bring people together, bring the audiences together, bring the different races, the different, opinions and the genres, bring all of this together. And that's all we're here for. To make sure we connect the dots to each person.
Right.
And that's it just brings us joy doing that. So we consider the ones that told their story but can't get their story on the platform. These are the ones that we are considering. And let me tell you this, when you submit your film to a film festival and you and somebody else can judge your film and give you an award, it's a good thing for somebody to say your film is award winning.
You're right.
You can stretch that award winning on so many levels.
Right.
Every you put your name to award winning.
Because you won that award.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it kept me weight right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name? Award winning Tiffany Collins. Baby, what you want? Oh, I won an award for years. No, I didn't judge it myself. They judged it and said I was a winner. So it stretches, it goes a long way on your resume. If you're building your resume, don't be afraid to submit to the film festivals. And guys, you can submit to BWIF. We're looking for you to submit because we want to make sure that your story is told. And It doesn't matter how original or how different the story is. Let the judges figure that out. Right. That's why we have judges, so they can figure it out to make sure we all come together under one common goal.
Come on.
Yes, indeed. Good. So, Joan, what I want to know, should I say what we want to know?
Or the delegation want to know.
No. The delegation is chilling right now. The delegation got something to say later on. But Joan, in organizing these festivals, what are the challenges you face, and how do you overcome those challenges to have a successful festival?
I'm going to say manpower. Because it takes about a good 12 people to run a festival.
Yeah.
Because and we do this all the time, and I'm praying, God, please help me stop stepping in things I shouldn't even be stepping in. I'm sorry, I had to take a moment to pray about that. But when a person has a vision, sometimes you just have to do more than what you should do, because you see what the common goal is and you see where you're trying to get it to go. But what I can tell you is when God sends those individuals and they see the vision, you don't have a problem with manpower. And sometimes y'all know we be doing things that's like trend setting, like some things like that. You're the first person to do that. And so when it's like that, sometimes you're like, I don't understand how that's gonna work. You traveling, you doing it, that ain't gonna work. Then you have to get all the films, collect the films. You have to put them on a timeline. Make sure you do title cards. It's a lot of stuff going, that go on with that, from personal to technical. So, but if you got the team behind you, you're good to go. So right now, we don't have any challenge. We're kind of just enjoying the ride right now, because I guess we've been doing it for 5 years. So the hard part is over. So now it's just a matter of let's get our plane tickets, pack our clothes, and let's go. And honor these women. Huh?
When will y'all be leaving?
We're leaving on, some of us are leaving on April 18th, which is the opening, and some of us are coming that Friday. So April 18th to April 21st, girl, they got a gala, they got actor showdown, they have all type of after parties, red carpet, orange carpet, workshops. They have
right.
That's New Orleans. Got that New Orleans coming out.
You said orange.
Oh, I got New Orleans. Oh, let me hide it. Hold on 1 second. We're excited about it, and we just love the fact that anyone who submits to our films, we appreciate that because we are an independent film, and there's much larger films.
Yeah.
You know, there's larger film festivals out there, but I just believe that God sent you here. So I'm always praying that, Lord, whoever story needs to be told, send them. So I'm not looking for how many people, submit to the film. I'm looking for that one person that's saying, oh my God, this is a dream come true for me. I get to, y'all get to see my film and blah, blah, blah. That's what brings us joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you foster relationships with filmmakers and industry professionals beyond the film festivals?
Ooh, and when we're there, we're networking. So y'all know we have our shirts on, BWIF shirts. And so we kind of tell them what BWIF do. We make sure we have, brochures and stuff, send them to the website. And then on top of that, once we get that out, then it's like, okay, I'm JOAN MONTREUIL. I also have a production company, Wisdom Production, Newbie Film Academy. So we have an opportunity to share what we do outside of BWIF. So it's not just about promoting BWIF, because it's like I be warring against BWIF and Wisdom Production. It's like, look, y'all too is wearing me out. I gotta come on the call and get together.
So it's all about networking,
right? But what we're gonna do this year is we're gonna have chocolate shirts with the pink letter on it, but we're gonna have a scan code on the back of our shirts so they can scan it. And when they scan that code, it sends you to BWIF website, but you have everybody that's present in Las Vegas, you have their email address and their contact information on there.
Oh, that's nice.
In case you have another side conversation going on, like you want to work together with Michelle or something like that, she'll be able to know what you do because you can send her, to meet up directly with you. You don't have to go through BWIF for that. You make your own relationships, and that's how we build those relationships. So we're excited about that. We're always meeting new people. Yeah.
So I have a question for you. So how do you ensure your festival remains relevant and innovative in a rapidly changing film landscape?
All right. Well, first, let me just say this. I know a lot of people. First of all, we keep up with the signs of the times. Okay. But I'm not one to follow behind trends.
Okay.
So if something is trending, I'm gonna take a look at it. But at the same token, we still want to be unique.
You're right.
And you still want to have your originality. So if everybody is trending and doing the same thing, then what's the point of God giving us, originality? What's the point of Him creating us to do our own thing? So we stay relevant by we want to make sure that we have a little bit of everything in the film festival. Like we have horror, relationships, thriller, documentaries. So we mix all of that in a pot so that way when you come, you get 8 movies, 8 different films you will be watching for the price of one getting in the theater. So we're excited about that. And so we stay innovative by just making sure that we cater to our audience. Ages, there's different ages, there's different races. So we want to make sure we have something for everybody.
That's good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Okay. I have a question. So what advice would you give to an aspiring film festival director?
First, call me.
Okay. Call JOAN.
Call me because I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to do like an ebook. It's going to be like not even 20 pages on how to run your own film festival.
Oh, that's awesome.
I share the wealth. I don't try to hold back. If somebody want to do a film festival, I think that's great to do one because there's room for all of us. So all of us can basically, I don't even understand why they don't have a festival that's catering to theater.
They do have one.
Who?
They have Fade to Black with Denise
O'Neil. That is Fade to Black. Yeah.
They have Fade to Black.
And that's why we don't touch that. So we stay in our lane. We stay in our lane with film. And you're right. They sure do. But if you want to do a film festival, I'm going to have that book to book out so people can know how to do one, because I get calls all the time.
Get that book out.
how to do. I'm gonna get the book out. You're gonna pay for it. It's $10.
Yeah, that's $10.
Let me tell you something real quick. I'm trying to get it to you, not take it from you. But what I've learned that I don't do anything free, and y'all shouldn't either.
No.
That individual has to seed into you. They have to seed into you. I don't care if it's $5.
Right.
They have to seed into you because you got to know that you're good soil. And a long time, people will make you think you're not good soil. Because you have this situation. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But you got to know that you are good soul, and if you want any service from me, you gotta see. Yeah, we can talk about things, but you gotta see something.
Yeah, that's true. I totally agree, because it's a lot of work that comes in behind all this stuff. You have to beat the block, bleed the block, and everything to get the information.
Beat the block.
to get where you are. And you just can't give that all away for free. Now you on the consultant status because you walk the walk, you paid the price, you had to pay, so you have to pay, and that's no problem. We just worry about those gatekeepers, the ones that don't want to share
the information.
If you share not,
as they call it.
Yeah. And so $10 is nothing for you to go ahead and get started and see it into me, and then I keep the work going, and then I just keep I'm not dying with anything inside of me. So whatever God has placed in each and every last one of us, let's stir it up and push it out. But when you have when you have been in a business for so long and you're confident in the seed that you're sowing, they gotta sow. It's gotta be a seed. It has to be.
No doubt. So, Joan, being a film festival director and visionary, what are the rewarding aspects of being those two things?
Walking in the shoes of a servant. The main thing, I love the fact that I'm a servant before I'm a boss. I'm a servant before I'm a director. I'm a servant before I'm an editor. I am a servant. I love to serve. Mm-hmm. And we're all, if you know God and you're a believer, that's your first duty to serve. But there's a difference in you serving and prostituting the gift. See, there's a difference between the servanthood and the prostituting the gift. A lot of times, that happens to us, and we just got to say, wait, pump your brakes, slow your roll. Let's work together. Let's work together.
Those are some great jewels that you have dropped. And so now we are going to go ahead and chime into our main topic, which is, should you be led by facts or intuition when making decisions?
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's
talk.
All
right.
And Joan, please chime in, because people may ask you questions directly and as well.
Okay.
So it's an old cliche that said, assuming make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah.
And have you ever assumed? Our minds, especially being creative people, we have to be ever so careful not to just take our own narrative that we created in our own head and make that fact without getting the facts. And I'm not talking about from everybody else. I'm talking about the source. Find out.
Right.
And do things like that, because it's nothing like you calling somebody. I'll give you an example. You calling somebody, never answer the phone, and you just jump to the conclusion they don't want to answer your call. Then you later found out their puppy died.
They was going through something.
Wasn't. So the thing, what we as adults we have to do is, and that takes a lot of control within yourself to not to be able to jump into conclusion, discipline. And just to have a discernment, that everything is not always about you, and it's not about attacking you or getting you. And our mind and the enemy will make us feel like everything is about us and everything is attacking us, everything, and it's not. So, control your mind, control your thoughts, control your creativity until you find out the facts. So I'm on, find out the facts first before you assume things.
So with me, I'm thinking, okay, so when it comes to either basing it on facts or your intuition, I would say it depends on the situation. Like the facts can be sitting right here in front of me, but if my intuition tells me, or let me just go ahead and replace the right word with intuition, which is God. If God tells me to do otherwise, I don't care if it's spelled out in clear English, but God is saying do otherwise.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do what God tell me to do. It may not make sense. You know what I'm saying? It may not necessarily make sense to you because you're looking like, well, dang, it say XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Why is she doing otherwise? Because this is what God told me to do. And then more often than not, when you actually follow what God tells you to do, then you'll see why you have to follow. Because no matter about the writings being on the wall, God told you to do something else for a reason. So in those instances, I follow God. I don't care how plain English it is to me right in front of me.
So I got to ask you a question, Tiffany. In regards to that, everybody want to say they want to hear from God. They want to hear from God. And sometimes you're just hearing for yourself. So how do you know when you're hearing from God?
Okay, well, I can't really speak for everybody else, but for me, the way that I know for sure that it's from God is if it's like a deep conviction. If it just won't go away. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of times, and the enemy will get in your ear too, but if it's like a conviction about something and it's just like, oh my God, I really want to do this. It makes sense to do this, but that conviction is like, no, but do this instead. It's the deeper the conviction, that's how I feel like to me that God is talking to me.
That's how you would like me personally, it's more than just a deep conviction to me. It has a line up with the word as well.
Oh, yeah.
It has a line up with the word, meaning that if what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking and what I'm going to do and results of it and the Bible didn't tell us no shape, form, or fashion to do it that way, then that's my own feeling. I feel like if the word tell you to do this way, it's God. That's what the Bible is, biblical instruction before leaving earth. Everything under the sun is in there.
Right.
So when you act in any type of way, that Bible should be able to whoop you back in shape. That should tell you that. So I don't just go with my intuition sometimes, because like I said, we some creative people up here. And baby, I can make we make stories up out our head.
Be wondering.
We make 2-hour shows out our head.
Yeah.
Y'all know we're a little bit church.
And then we got 2 people in us.
Yeah. Me
37 to me.
I think both facts and intuition play a crucial role in decision making.
Okay.
Because, like, for example, on your job, you may have to collect all the facts before making a decision. But sometimes you might not have time to get everything, so you got to use your gut feeling.
Right.
So that's why both of them play a crucial role in decision making.
That's true.
Yeah.
What you got to say?
I say, man, my intuition, about 9 times out of 10, I go with my intuition.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh, you do?
Me too.
Yeah. Even though I see the facts in front of me.
Yeah.
And I know they're factual, but if I get a feeling, be like, hey, I might have to go with my intuition.
Yeah.
And up until the day, my intuition has not failed me yet. It's
what
undefeated.
Because my thing is, it's like, to me, like the way God deals with me, he deals with me in so many ways. Like I say, it'll be in a dream, and it'll be just like the little nagging feeling that just won't go away. And everything in me wants to go with what makes sense. So it's not like I'm just really trying to follow my intuition. I'm trying to follow what makes sense, because I'm also fact driven too. I'm like, no, to me, 2 + 2 is 4.
Right.
So why is it telling me that it's 6?
Right.
Like 2 + 2 is 4. So it's like my mind is naturally inclined to want to do what makes sense. So I try to do what makes sense, but that thing in me, like, no, do this. And it's just like I get that a lot, and I end up going with that. And that always leads me in the right direction.
Sometimes you do have to go with that gut feeling.
Yeah.
It won't let you
that female intuition is something else too.
Yeah.
But that female intuition comes with more than
we don't want to go
intuition.
there.
What'd you say?
The delegation don't want to go there.
Come on, delegation. Hey, it's a talk show. Let's talk about it.
So, John, what you got? What do you?
It's all of the above for me, and I think what's very important is us to know our thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, there was a season that the Spirit told me, this is how you know I'm speaking to you, when you know your thoughts. So because we have the writing ability, we can, scenarios come and they go. But when something comes in mind, I'm like, that's not my thought. That's going to either be insecurity, or that's something, that's intuition, that something is stirring up and I don't know about. Like Tiffany said, but 2 and 2 is 4. But sometimes you don't, like in Bashan, like you have the facts, but sometimes stuff be stirring up behind the scene that your intuition got to kick in. Wait a minute, hold up, pump your brakes. They got something else going on. But if I know my thoughts, and if something is out of order, it's like, that is not my thought. I know that is something that something I said, like maybe a trauma, maybe an experience I had. But that right there, and then what Tiffany said, knowing the word of God. When you know the word of God, it's hard to get it over, across your head, because that ain't God. Who is that? Because you always have the flesh talking to you. Right. You got the flesh and the spirit talking to you, and then you got your mind. You got 2 people you got to deal with, and all of y'all got to make a decision and come on one accord.
Right.
So we have a couple of comments here. Jax also says, first, let's start with discernment. Then I think it depends on the situation. She also says experience is a guide too, which to me is a mixture of both intuition and facts. Yeah, just what Anika just said. Yeah.
Somebody said, so you rather guess first.
No, well, I don't. No. It's not guessing when it's your intuition.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not, if it's like that thing that's just kind of like lingering. And again, I naturally want to go with what makes sense. So it's not like I'm not trying to derive away from the facts. I want to go with the facts. Right. But my intuition is like, no, I don't care what the facts say. Go here. Gotcha. And a lot of times that's what happened to me.
Let me ask this question. Is there a balance between relying on facts or intuition in decision making, or does one dominate the other one?
One dominates the other, I think. I truly think that assuming come first.
But why do we have to do that if the facts is plain in your face?
Well, before you get the facts, a lot of times your gut feeling come first. Then the facts come later. I personally think so. Yeah. First, that's the reason why so many I'm sorry's and so much is going on, because we go on what we feel and what we assume first. And by that time, people are
right. Who's to say your feelings are right?
Or wrong.
Well, you know
what? Or wrong.
To me, that's a good question, Anika. I like to test theories. So it's like, I like to test theories. Okay. So it's like you will tell me, okay, like you said, who to say that my feeling is right? Right. I'll test it. I have my ways of testing it. Now, if I test it and it makes sense, then my feeling is right.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Look, to me,
I guess you and Bashan on the same page.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I test it.
And I am definitely. I am a person that I'm like, I hate to assume things about people.
Yes,
I hate to assume and things about people. But what will make me assume things about people is when you lie to me or try to hide things from me. Then my assumptions take prevalence. Prevalence first. Yeah. If you try to hide or you lie, then what I assume come first before any fact.
Yeah. That makes
because
sense.
Why you lying? Why you hiding it? Why, if I find out before and I feel like you should have told me, okay, this is why you did this. Then I'm gonna start coming with my own situation.
Yeah.
But like
tell yourself stories.
Right. Because why? Oh, and that's when I do that. Yeah. But another thing is I hate assuming people, because that is one of my biggest pet peeves. So many people try to tell people how they feel and you can't tell me how I feel. I don't care how it looks. Only I know how I feel. So don't tell me, oh, you just was mad because I won that race. Girl, I don't care nothing about the race. that had nothing to do with it. I'm not mad because of that. I'm mad because you stepped on my toe and I just had surgery.
My cousin Rhonda said sometimes our feelings can lie to us.
Yeah.
And that is so true.
And my cousin Nunu say we live between thoughts and feelings.
Yeah. Good evening, Miss Deborah. Thank you for chiming in.
Hello, Sean Tootie.
But yes, everybody else. I believe in testing theories, because like I said, you can't always trust your feelings. But if you put it to the test, then hey, I'm just saying.
But then they got some people, y'all, that the facts can be all in the face, and they still don't want to believe it.
Yeah,
for real.
The facts all in your face. You just falling for the okie doke and the ookie and getting everybody.
Well, they
just doing the ookie fookie move on you.
They say the best way to hide something is to put it right in your face.
Yeah, because when my mom was a kleptomaniac, y'all, and she used to always steal right at the cash register. And I said, how you do that?
Because they don't believe they would do it right in their face.
Yeah, she would take all that candy. I said, man, I said, you took all this man candy, zuzus, and wham-whams off his counter. Right in his face.
Yeah,
Jesus.
My high school teacher told me that assuming ain't nothing but assing around. That's what she used to always say.
Oh, wow.
And then you'll be surprised that so many people put false narratives about you. Half the people that's mad at you and don't like you is because of what somebody else said about you.
Exactly.
They don't know anything about you. It's from somebody else how they feel, and half of what they're saying is what they assume.
Right.
And ain't that amazing? They assume
based on their experiences with the person.
Or just assuming.
But my experience with somebody might not be yours.
Absolutely.
Yep. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
But to me, I think too, what you just said, Tiff, depending on the connections, sometimes it's worth the conversation, then sometimes it's not. You see what I'm saying? Because again, if the writings are on the wall, if somebody that you may know of, but you're not really that close to, and they're showing you, hey, I'm a shady person. Yeah. To me, if I ain't that close to you, ain't no conversation needed because we ain't got that relationship. But if we have a relationship and somebody else is telling me that you're doing some shady stuff, no, I'm gonna talk to you first. I'm not gonna make no assumptions. I'm like, hey, so this is what's being said. Is it true? And then again, I'm still not gonna automatically take what the person says. I'm gonna watch you for myself. I'm observing for myself. And if my observations prove that person right, then it is what it is.
And you know what, I really don't even care. I ain't gonna even lie. I can care less how people feel about me. I can care less what you said about me. Yeah. I mean, when I tell you, I promise, and God is my witness, I could care less, just long as you don't bother me. That's all I said. Don't bother me with it. But I don't care about what you come up with, because what I've always been told, and this is a Black Negro cliche, a lie can't last forever.
But you know what? I guess maybe too, I will try. I guess I know maybe once I have to get myself to that point, but I do care about people dragging my name. Yeah. It's something that's not true.
Right. I mean, that's one of my big papers. I don't like being lied on.
Right.
But I don't really care what people say about me. My biggest pet peeve is for you to tell me how I feel and for you to lie on me. Yeah. Those are my two things. Now, I don't really care how you feel about me or people talking about me. I don't care. I mean, most time when people say it's the truth anyway.
Well, okay, but I think that comment comes with layers though, because again, it depends on the relationship. If you're somebody I'm close with, I do care about how you feel with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I care about how you feel about me. So if you hearing something on the street that I did something, that I said something, don't cut me off without talking to me. Right. Talk to me first. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, hey, know me. Yeah, no. Let's say I already know you, but then you hear on the street that, okay, Tiffany said something about you, or Tiffany's doing this and doing that. Don't you cut me off without talking to me. Right. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Now, again, if we don't know each other, then again, I take your approach if I don't know you.
Because my thing, if you're not going to come talk to me about it, if you're just going to cut me off and not talk to me about it, on the same note, don't talk to nobody else about it.
So y'all won't. So you said y'all
leave it alone then. Just leave it alone.
Y'all want closure? Closure?
If I have a relationship with you, yes. But if I'm not that close with you, I don't care. So I take Tiff's approach if I'm not that close with you. Okay. But if I have a relationship with you, no, you better talk to me. Yeah. Like, you better talk to me. That ain't how that's
what about when those people people have created that narrative about that situation and won't allow you to apologize and won't allow you to get to make, peace with anything. They stuck on believing their narrative.
It ain't nothing you can do about it.
It ain't nothing
you gotta cut them off.
You can
cut them off.
Yeah, you gotta cut them off.
What you say, John?
But you know what? Sometimes people go too far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They say too much, and there is no coming back. Because all you need to do is forgive and keep moving. Because the thing that they try to actually take you down.
Yeah.
And when a person does that, that person cannot be trusted again like they was trusted before.
That'll be dumb.
But you can say, you know what, I forgive you, but look, we ain't gonna be able to do this. We ain't gonna be able to do this because it's gonna always be in the back of my head if it's gonna happen again. You know, and
like VO say, just cut them off.
And then they got some people think that time is all you need, you know, for forgiveness. Time don't mean forgiveness. Because you know, if we stop, you cut me off, and then a year later you want to come back and just act like it was nothing. No, we got to go all the way back.
We got to talk about it.
We got to revisit whatever. We have to happen again. Again, so we can understand where you came from that.
Yeah, and please find out. I know we everybody was talking about the gut feeling, intuition, but please find out the facts before you go just spreading lies about people. Or believing people. Like my cousin Rhonda say, talk to me first. Get it from the horse's mouth.
No, you know what? Forgiveness does not require reconnection. Also, reconnection cannot happen without a conversation with me.
Right.
We got to talk about it. I don't care if it's been 10 years. If you know the last word we said was not good, don't think you're gonna creep back up into my life and like we ain't have no misunderstanding.
You're right.
Talk about it.
You're right.
And a lot of times, all of the mess and the people around you won't allow y'all to resolve nothing. You know, they won't allow y'all to resolve. You and that person may want to resolve it and can't because the looky-loos and all the people all around.
Not the looky-loos, Tiff.
Yeah, they
I'm done.
You know, the amen corner, everybody in your amen corner, all those, you know, they won't allow you to. But be adult enough and brave enough to say, hey, I forgave her or I forgave him. Do whatever you're gonna do with whatever, but I'm done it. Don't talk to me about it. And don't ridicule me about what decision I make as an adult.
The Lord say they lied on Jesus.
Yeah,
big facts.
That's true.
Hey, I have a comment for you ladies. Shout out to my dad. What's up, Pops? Watching.
Hey, Pops.
My dad said, hello, beautiful ladies. Dad, stop flirting with my co-host. Yes, indeed.
So, VO, what do you think? I know
VO cut him off. He just told you.
Yeah, I cut him off. Why stress myself?
Right.
I don't know if it's the Virgo in me or it's just me, but hey.
But you know, again, like I typically would take that. Well, as I'm getting older, because I used to be like that. Like I cut everybody off. Yeah. But no, if I have a true connection with you, we're gonna talk about it first.
Right.
And then after we talk about it, if we just cannot come to an understanding, then maybe we need to go ahead and part ways.
But
we got to talk about it first.
I think that's just for women.
No, man, too. What's feminine about that?
Well, I'm just saying, y'all like closure and like to talk about it. No, me and it. Hey, I'm out. You know, I don't have the time.
So wait, the homeboy that you've been knowing all your life, and behind one misunderstanding, you're gonna cut your homeboy off that you've been knowing for 40-some years?
No, women would do that in a heartbeat.
Now, I would say I wouldn't necessarily cut him off, but I ease back a little bit from him.
After 40-some years, y'all can't talk about it and move past it.
I mean, you know, after a while, after I think about it, it depends on the situation. I had to think about it.
I mean, it's not like you slept with your wife, but you know, nothing like that.
But you know, we probably have a conversation. It just won't be right then.
Okay.
You need some.
You know, if it's that type of situation, literally.
So how do you forgive people that lie on you or defamate your character or constant? How do you, if you're a person and you know somebody's defamating your character or somebody you think that you know very well, and you hear through the grapevine, or maybe they looking at you in a wrong way. What do you do as the victim and as a perpetrator? First victim, what do you do? How do you go to that person?
Yes. I would say you need to go and talk to that person
and say, you know what's going on.
Gotta have a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, but people are so offensive these days. When you go to them, you try to talk to them, they automatically get in their feelings. I've never seen grown-ups are the worst. You know, they can't. It seems like the older people get, the more in their feelings they get. Yeah. And I learned that in acting. You know, you know, you tell somebody go stage left, not right. She said that to me. She yelled at me. I'm like, where did you hear yelling? There's so many deep-rooted childhood issues.
That's what we can't. That asking around come in.
Yeah, we can't. But you know, and you can't go to anybody and tell them that they hurt your feelings, because then they still mad. You know, you know
what, Tiffany? I have, you know, the one thing I don't like is that, you know, when people have worked for so many years, and people deliberately try to crush them and try to taint their character, and they've been knowing it for only a year. And so when people do that, I think that should be a sin. That should be in the Bible not to do that. Because first of all, you go get 2 other people, they get on your side. Now you got 3 of y'all on one person. Now when you got
don't take 2 people, and it's the truth.
When you got 3, when you got 3 people on one person, that you already know you losing. But when you got when you don't need
for 2 people to say the same thing, it's the truth.
Yeah, well, no, not the people that I've run into. They get together and they come together, and they're a company of 3, and they go against one person. But you know what? What you got to know is that God will defend you.
Oh yeah,
God, you don't have to defend yourself, because so many times as leaders, we can't get on the Facebook and say, "Let me tell y'all the truth," because that's not the truth. This is what blah. You can't do that, because you got more to lose than this person over here. So you go ahead and let the quietness be your confidence and your strength. You be quiet, and you never really get a chance to tell your story. And that's the one thing I hate about this industry, that people will lie on you, and you can't come and say because you got more to lose. And they know you don't have, they know that you got a lot to lose. And so they do these things, and they gather all these people, say all these lies, because they are lies. But not one person will come back and say, okay, I heard this about you, Joan. Is that true? I mean, I'm an open book. I'm approachable. But don't go and believe something because you want to believe it, and you're intimidated and you're jealous and you're mad, and now you done found something to go against somebody which you don't even have facts. Well, you don't even have intuition on it.
Well, if you can't talk about it, I got 5 words. Put it in a book.
Listen, look, everything that happened to me is already in the book.
Okay.
So my thing is, this is new stuff that's happening in the new generation that we're in. There's new stuff that's coming along, and it's like, well, where this come from? We never did that back in the day, but new stuff is happening.
And you got them facts.
Yeah, I know that's right. You got where the facts at, but at least
they work hand in hand.
Yeah, but at least give the person the opportunity to say, "Is this true?"
Yeah,
is this true?
Right.
But so don't be so quick to hear what somebody
what other people saying.
And it's so easy to mislead people. It's so easy to be misled.
Right.
Some people that we love and trust will mislead us for their own reasons. And people have so many issues. Trust issues. People have trust issues that they make up narratives every day. And you got to be proven every day. People get tired of proving themselves.
I ain't doing it.
Sometimes you just got to get to the point where you just say, I don't care. I don't care. You can do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. I can't control what you do or say.
When relationships become too much work, I get turned off.
And And before we go, John, we would like to know what your handles are. Go ahead and say them real fast. And if anybody want to follow you, if they want to see about film festival and more what you're doing, how can they find Miss Joan Montreeuil?
Go to brilliantwomeninfilm.com, brilliantwomeninfilm.com, and the festival link is on there. If you want to find me, go to Wisdom Production LLC info.com, I think. .org.
Real random to say also before I go. Man, let me tell you something. If I'd have known any better, I think you pregnant too. You glowing like glowing over here. You know how they used to say it back in the day. I'm upside her head, boy.
I know.
I thought you had some news.
She is looking pretty tonight. She is.
I'm Shaka Khan.
Yeah.
That face, I mean, I said, I'm looking at her all across her head. I know you felt it. Thank you 2 days in a row. Let me find out.
She is.
Lord.
I know you ain't pregnant.
No, baby, I'll be Virgin Mary.
Whoa, boy. I was shocked, man. I was over here shocked, like, damn, really? The first time?
Look at that face.
Well, it's glowing.
It is. I'm glowing, y'all. I'm glowing. Thank you.
You are.
Pretty. And you. Looking all pretty. I love that blonde. Has more fun.
It's just, I always change it up every week. I'm gonna have something different next week.
And I don't know why you don't have your blonde, John. You're on the team.
What's up?
Listen, I told y'all was pretty when I came on.
We're pretty. Y'all so pretty.
That's so
so pretty. So give it up for JOAN Montreal, BWIL. Epic Talk Show.
One more thing, Dolores, stop being messy in the comments talking about new guy. No, it's been the same God, Jesus Christ. There we go.
So listen, guys, we want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all night. Meet us right here again Monday, and we'll be talking about how to be an effective leader and so many other good topics. We're trying to grow together as Black people, Black women, Black men, just as Black people, and to help the world, y'all. And we got to start with us. So I just say and leave y'all with this smile while you still got teeth. Good night.
Good night, y'all. Thank you, y'all. Thank you.
Oh man, y'all.